One of the coolest things about NFTs is it's presented an opportunity for people to create their first project online that could actually make money. And what's even cooler about this is you have a huge leg up on this as a blockchain developer, even if you don't have a ton of experience. We've seen stories like this about the 12-year-old boy who made, $400,000 on his NFT project on his summer holiday. And he's not the only one. I'm seeing lots of NFT projects that launch and make hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more. And even despite the most recent downturn in the crypto markets, NFT trading volumes nearing an all-time high. And lots of major players are jumping in the space to launch NFT projects, like YouTube is considering its NFT project. And also Twitter brings NFT profile pictures to the timeline. So in this video, I want to talk about this opportunity and the playbook for launching your profitable NFT project in 2022. Because there's a clear format on how to do this. I'm going to talk about what the most profitable projects are doing and how to actually implement it. I'm going to talk about this as a blockchain developer who works with this technology on a daily basis. So if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory, and on this channel, I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something that you're interested in, then smash that like button down below and subscribe to this channel. So like I was saying at the top of this video, one of the coolest things about the NFT and blockchain space is that it's created an opportunity for people to make their first ever project online that can actually make money. We've seen these type of things pop up before, like from Shopify stores, Facebook ads, drop shipping. And NFTs are kind of like this where, there's a market for this. It's a brand new market. People are trying to collect NFTs and see what's possible with them. And that means that there's not a huge barrier of entry for you to enter into the marketplace and release your own NFT project without that much experience on the grand scheme of things. And that's what you can do as a developer with relatively little skills. And it's pretty amazing. So of course, there's no guarantee that you would get rich off this opportunity, although you could make a lot of money. But the thing that makes this opportunity even better is it's got very limited downside. So even if you don't just become wildly rich off this opportunity, it's sort of like, what have you got to lose? Because whenever you go through this process, you'll actually gain a very high value skill that you could use to get a job, become a freelancer, maybe build a different project and learn from your mistakes and try to launch a new one. And so I'm going to talk about how to do that in this video. And because NFTs are continuing to take off despite the recent crypto downturn, there's tons of adoption happening in this space. And people ask me this question all the time is how do I create an NFT? Then I'm going to show you exactly how step by step in the NFT Masterclass on Thursday, February 10th. Inside, I'm going to show you how to launch an NFT project from scratch, even if you're not a coder, how to create the artwork, even if you're not an artist, how to set up the NFT, minting website, everything. So make sure you sign up with the link down below to hold your spot today. All right, so let's talk about this top strategy for, releasing a profitable NFT project in 2022. Okay, so we're going to analyze the most successful ones and find the common threads and how you can, create something like this yourself. Okay, so we'll start off with just an example, Bored Ape Yacht Club, because this is a really popular NFT project and you can learn a lot of lessons from this. So the first thing that you want to nail for your NFT is what is the concept, because this is going to influence a lot of other decisions like your artwork, your roadmap, all that type of stuff. So, Bored Ape Yacht Club is a concept. It's conveyed in the name. It's a club. It's an online community. And your NFT grants you access to this. So there's a lot of value in it besides just the digital picture in and of itself, okay? Now, the digital picture for the NFT is the ape. This represents, your physical image and your access to this community, okay? But the concept is unique in and of itself. And it's also scarce on the blockchain, okay? This was a thing where you could actually go mint the NFTs when they launched. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But you want to nail the concept that conveys the value proposition for your NFT and come up with a name that represents that concept. And that's going to inform your next step, which is the artwork. All right, so now let's talk about the artwork for the NFT, because this also has to be attractive and appealing, because a lot of people who want to join NFT projects want to look at artwork that resonates with them. They think it's going to resonate with others and they think could go up in value over time. So whatever your concept decide to be, whether it's the Bored Ape Yacht Club clone or the weird whales or whatever it is, the goofy gophers, I don't know, which makes them off the top of my head. That community has to resonate with other people, and then so does the artwork. So basically, whatever your concept is, the artwork needs to reflect that. CryptoPunks is a good example of that. It has an ethos of, blockchain punks, cypherpunks. That's where the whole CryptoPunks name come from. And then when you had a CryptoPunk NFT on the blockchain, you were a part of that, cypherpunk community, an early adopter of blockchain technology. And then they also have this benefit of the artwork looking cool. It's pixel art. It's very nostalgic. And you can tell this is something that a lot of people would say, I think I want to be part of this. So how do you get the artwork if you're not a designer? Okay, well, the easiest way is to collaborate with one. So you could just get onto a website like Upwork.com or anywhere where you can hire, graphic designers for short-term projects or even long-term projects, and say that you're looking for an NFT designer. There's lots of people out there who would do this for a fee, or maybe be even a percentage of the NFT sales themselves. All right, so the next thing you want to nail for your project is actually the format of launching the NFT itself. Okay, so by far the playbook for this is to hold an NFT drop where you mint NFTs from scratch and you advertise this, big event where people show up, all right, and, mint your NFTs, because that's actually how you make money too. So let me just explain that. So Bored Ape Yacht Club is a good example. This is a thing where basically, they talked about this, they created a website, generated a lot of buzz, and said, hey, we're going to drop this NFT, okay, on this date, show up to this website at this time, have your MetaMask wallet ready, have some cryptocurrency. We're basically going to sell them from a smart contract starting at this, timestamp on the blockchain. And we're going to start off with 0 NFTs, and we're just going to create them from scratch whenever people buy them. And we're only going to issue a certain number, like 10,000 NFTs. Okay, there's a fixed limit. That's what makes them scarce. And this, the scarcity drives the sales and all this type of stuff. So that's the format you definitely want to do for vast majority of projects, because that's what's working in the marketplace. That's what other people are used to. You could change some factors like how many NFTs you're going to drop, all that type of stuff, but that's the general format. And so that's the initial, concept for how you release it. But let's talk about the next thing you need, which is a roadmap. Okay, so most people who are a part of communities are going to get the NFTs initially, but you want to talk about what you're going to do in the future, and you want to actually make good on those promises, and you want to develop a community around it. So the first item on the community might just be creating the community itself. Like, what are the extra benefits that they get? This could easily just be a Discord server where people can communicate with one another if they have those NFTs and verify they have them in their wallet. Because sometimes that's all people get out of this is just social connection and, verifying that people have these other things. Sometimes it has value. Like if you owned a CryptoPunk, there's value in talking to somebody else who also has a CryptoPunk. There's a high likelihood that that person is big into blockchain and might have some, valuable insights, et cetera, et cetera. So it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you decide to create for your roadmap, you want to make good on it, but publish the roadmap ahead of your drop so people know what they can look forward to after they just get the NFTs. All right, so once you've done all the planning, like you've figured out the concept, the roadmap, you've figured out what you want to do for the artwork, you've created it, now it's time to actually create the NFT and the actual coding part where, you can launch this thing. I'm going to talk about what that's going to look like and what you need, okay? So honestly, on the grand scheme of things, coding this thing is not that hard because it's kind of a solved problem. Lots of NFTs work the same. You can essentially customize a template, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do inside the NFT Masterclass. So make sure you hold your spot before we hold that class live, okay? And that being said, having some advanced coding skills will help you, unlock the potential of your imagination if you want to create a more advanced one. But let's take a look at what you need. So basically, NFTs are powered by smart contracts in the blockchain, okay? So you can see this NFT contract here, okay? Now, what's important is there's one smart contract that governs all the NFTs for a collection. So if you look at like the CryptoPunks NFT collection, all the CryptoPunks are governed by a single smart contract. It's not like one contract per punk or anything like that, okay? So basically, you can see on my screen here, this contract controls all the NFTs, all right? So you can see everybody who has an NFT, the entire collection, it enforces the scarcity. It also lets people mint the NFTs. So when people go to the website and they talk to the smart contract directly, they're actually calling this mint function on the NFT contract itself that controls the entire collection. It creates it from scratch. And then whenever it reaches that limit of, maybe 10,000 NFTs, whatever it is, it just stops there and won't let them create any more. It also lets people transfer NFTs around, et cetera, et cetera. Now, the other thing I want to mention here is the NFT images themselves. Once you create the artwork, those images don't exist on the blockchain. That's something that's really important to understand that a lot of people get confused about. So the NFT images go somewhere else because they're too big to go on the blockchain. So a really popular way to do this is the interplanetary file system. So this is a distributed file storage system where once you upload the images, it's like there and can't be changed, okay? Basically how your NFT project works, you can see on my screen here, the NFT contract points to IPFS. So you put your images on IPFS, and then your NFT contract points to where the image is stored on IPFS. You get back this hash, it's a reference, and then the NFT contract, talks to that. So I can show you how to do all that, but that's what you need. The NFT contract, which governs the entire NFT collection. You put the artwork on IPFS, you point IPFS, entry point to the NFT contract, and then that NFT contract also lets other people mint from that same smart contract as well. All right, so the next thing you need after the contract is definitely a website where people can go learn about your NFT and also mint them. Now, some people who are advanced users can just take their MetaMask wallet and mint your NFTs from scratch directly from the blockchain. but the vast majority of people are going to want to go to a website where they can connect their MetaMask wallet and click a button that just says mint whenever the website's there. So you can see examples of this online, and basically that website should just advertise what your minting date is, have some sort of countdown timer, and a button that goes live to click the mint button, and they sign the transaction with MetaMask whenever they want to claim it. Okay, so you could browse any of the NFT drop websites like this to see examples of all these NFT projects do this. This is not a sponsored video for these projects. I just pulled this site up, but you can click through any of these websites and just see what these websites look like. And while we're here, the last thing is really talking about marketing. So the best way to do this for most people who are just starting out is just really organic boots on the ground marketing. So you could, get linked up with a website like this that, advertises NFT drops and like what drops are going to happen in the future on the calendar, what drops are happening today. You could get involved with a site like this. Okay, there's lots of them out there. And the other thing is really just boots on the ground and creating a Twitter account, getting in Discord servers, like going throughout all this stuff and talking about your project. You could even contact influencers, who are talking about NFT drops and pitch them on why you think that your project deserves attention. You could offer them. And so that's the last thing that you really need to do is market the project before you do the drop. And once you hold the drop, I guess the very last thing to do is make sure that your project is ready for indexing on a secondary marketplace like OpenSea. Now, in many cases, OpenSea will automatically pick up your NFT project, but there's significant things that you need to make sure that you have right about your metadata and your images, stuff like that, in order for it to be picked up properly. But that's exactly what I'm going to show you inside the NFT Masterclass on Thursday, February 10th. So make sure you sign up for the link down below to hold your spot today. And inside, I'm going to show you this entire strategy. I'm going to show you how to create your own NFT project from scratch, even if you're not a developer, how to create artwork, even if you're not a designer, how to create the website, how to get it indexed, all this type of stuff. So that's all I got for today. As always, smash the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to this channel, and until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.